Hello folks, this is Sean back with another video for my channel 300 Bod, and today we're going to take a look at some of my thrift store finds, my recent thrift store finds. And the first is this MediaMate disc case. Now, did I need this thing? No, but I really like it because first of all, I got it for the price of $2 and it's brand new. So if I take a look on the inside here, you can actually see that this one is wrapped up and it's in absolutely beautiful condition. So I've got the holder here, and I've also got the dividers as well as the stickers that go to the dividers. So I've got a lot of these things already in storage because I have quite a bit of media from my Commodore computers, and used to have like a bunch of Apple II software, but I sold off my Apple stuff to focus on Commodore. But I'll probably never use this one, but it's just kind of cool to just keep it in the box. It's like lots of things here. Now this one actually surprisingly does not have a key, which a lot of these would lock, but I kind of prefer it this way. So you can see I paid all of $2 for this guy. So pretty nice. And speaking of things that are unopened, I also have a, this one I didn't buy so recently, but I just thought it was really cool, so I'd bring it out. I'd bring it out and show it to you guys. But this is just a bunch of brand new Memorex discs. I bought these things over 20 years ago. And you can see at one time they were marked at, looks like $7.99. This is probably even a markdown price. And it went to $2.50, eventually got down to 97 cents. I've got like probably 2 more boxes of these guys. These discs are not so good for like Commodore computers because they're high density, but like if you have an old PC, these would be great. I also just bought this. This is a VHS tape. I just thought this would be cool to have in my collection, completely brand new, unopened. I paid all of $1 for this guy. They had a few more, but I thought, you know, I only need one, so I'll just get the one. And another thing that I got, I was actually really happy to get this one. This is a audio cassette holder, and it's also in very, very nice condition. They had 3 of them. I grabbed 2. I figured I'd leave something for somebody else who needs one. But you can see I've got my cassettes here. I can, you know, keep all of those. Of course, the cassettes also come from like thrift store finds and things like that. I typically don't buy cassettes because I prefer to buy CDs. Now, this is just a small collection. I've bought like hundreds of these things. So, like I got Big BTO here, Stevie Nicks, and Van Morrison. Now, one thing that'll happen a lot when you're buying these is you'll find them with cracked cases. So I don't know if this will focus, but I've got a cracked case here, and it's all scratched up. Doesn't look like it's cracked in the back. Oh, it is. It's cracked here. So what you can do, they used to sell, there's a Billy Idol. They used to sell, like you'd get your blank CDs, and you'd burn them, and then it came with the jewel case. So this jewel case is in fantastic condition. So what I can do is just quickly pop apart this guy here. Oops, don't scratch the disc. And this guy comes out like this. There we go. And now what I can do is take apart my new jewel case. Oh, got it upside down. Make sure you get it in the right way. There we go. That should go back on there. I'm going to take this one out of here. So here goes the old cracked up case. Then we'll put this guy back in here. kind of rushing this, so usually I take my time when I'm doing this, but for video length, I want to make sure there we go. Now it looks like a brand new CD, not cracked or anything. So I do that with most of my discs. I'll get them to the point where I'm happy with them. I'll still keep the old caddy because sometimes I end up buying discs that I don't like, and I don't want to send it, I want to bring them back to the thrift store. So the thrift store, they donate money to good causes, and I can take the discs I don't like and I can put them in here so we're sellable, but I'll keep the nice jewel cases for myself. Like that. All right. Now, one of my friends recently got me this poker game. It's a Radio Shack electronic game. Now, this one needs a battery. And at the thrift store, I found this one. Same game. It was like super cheap, I think $1. But this one has the battery in it. So for about the price of a battery, or probably less than the price of the battery, I managed to get this poker game. Actually, I just noticed this one says Blackjack Poker 2-in-1, and this one says 2-in-1 Poker Pro Poker. So I was mistaken. These are actually different. So I guess I needed this. So I've got both. Now I've got the Blackjack and I've got the Poker and the Pro Poker. So one of these days I'll have to learn how to play. Poker. I do know how to play Blackjack. Pretty simple game, but I don't know poker. So I might have to play around with this and learn poker. Another little find I got here is the Vinyl Forever turntable to computer interface. Basically, all this is a analog to digital converter. So you plug in your record player, and it plugs in the USB port of your computer, and then you can capture the music that's coming through. One thing that's kind of cute about this one is it looks like a little record player. So it's kind of cute. Maybe I'll take it out of the box. But it does have a line switch. So you can switch it between a line in, so like anything like a CD player or anything like that, or phono, because they're slightly different. I think the phono is amplified a little bit more than your typical line ins. So it's nice to have that ability to switch it. So this is a brand new in the box little converter here. So I can looks like I can plug in some headphones. I've got a recording level adjustment, volume for the headphones. This doesn't turn. It'd be kind of cool if it did. Here we got the audio inputs, the left and the right. This guy here is just a ground. So a lot of old record players will have a grounding strap. And then here's your USB out, and here's your switch between line and phono. I just thought it was cool. Really kind of cute. I'll probably use it sometime to do some digitizing, but not a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, that's my Vinyl Forever. We got some software for it. I use Linux primarily, so I doubt I'll ever use the software. But let's go ahead and put this away. I also bought this. This is a switcher, an AV switch. What's really nice about this one is it'll take composite in and component in, as well as S-video in, and it has 4 inputs. I believe this is input 4. You can select which input you want, and you can change the mode probably between your component in and your YG, PBR, however you say that, and your S-video. And in the back you can see we've got an absolute ton of inputs. So I've got my power input, input 1, input 2, input 3, and this is the output. So this is actually pretty helpful for like an old television. So I've built up an old, I have a CRT for my old video games, and this would be kind of cool because I can plug everything in and use it with the television. And the last item at my thrift store find was this Averkey iMicro, and this is a VGA to composite or S-video converter. People used these back in the 90s and early 2000s to plug a computer into a television set. Generally, the quality is really bad, but you know, it says it supports resolutions up to 1280 by 1024 PC and Macintosh resolutions. Yeah, you're not really going to get that, because I think the highest resolution on a standard television is somewhere around 512 lines or something like that. So you're certainly not going to get that. It's going to be very, very blurry. But I wanted to get this because it's unopened. I will eventually do something with this. I'm not sure exactly what, but I will use it. I actually paid quite a bit for this one. This was $10, but I will use it in some future video, probably something with my Amiga video toaster or something along that lines. But just being able to bring in a VGA input and then be able to output. Looks like it has, what does it have for outputs? It says output is a composite video, S video, RGB video. So yeah, pretty flexible. Extremely obsolete, but that's kind of the point of my channel. It's all a bunch of obsolete stuff. So that's it for my thrift store finds. I'll probably have something in a year or so from now when I get some more fun stuff that I've collected. I really do enjoy finding like little treasures like this because you never know what you're going to find, and I find it a lot of fun. So that's all I've got for now. You guys take care, and I hope to see you in a future video.